This is The Wheel Weaves, a Wheel of Time podcast with no spoilers. Hey everyone, I'm your host Dani, and I'm the first-time reader going through this series chapter by chapter. As always, there's no spoilers past the chapter we're covering, and that means it's totally safe for first-time readers. I'm joined by my co-host Brett, who's a longtime fan, and he's guiding me on this journey. We'd like to thank and acknowledge our executive producers, Brandy and Kirkwood, Sean McGuire, Yanis, Albert Lorenzo, LightBlindedFool, Green Man, Deyvis Ferreira, Margaret, Big C, Bennett Williamson, and Dylan C. And before we get into things today, we want to thank John Cornea, Taria, and Ashley Bradley for increasing their pledge over at patreon.com/thewheelweavespodcast. Thank you so much for your continued support and your generosity. We really truly could not do this without you. In this episode, we're talking about chapters 6 and 7 of Knife of Dreams.
Yeah, chapter 6 is a stave and a razor, and chapter 7 is a cold medallion.
Yeah.
Yeah, did the title of the first chapter kind of fool you for what he was buying? Did he get you?
Oh, yeah. Maybe.
Because it's like, ooh, a razor?
Mm-hmm. Well, my brain also read it as shave.
Oh, yes. That...
I was like, he's going to the barber.
Shave and a razor. That would actually make a lot of sense, too.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I think it's supposed to throw you off just a little bit.
He's not going to the barber. He's buying a zebra.
Yeah. Oh, hey! That's funny.
Well?
Good black and white stripe?
Yeah, you tell me what kind of horse that is.
Zebra.
It's a zebra.
That's really funny.
He's
okay.
literally buying a zebra.
Okay. Can I do my fun fact?
Is it about zebras?
Okay, so yeah, the razor horse breed. So there is some funny discussion about the razor horse breed that Matt buys.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll talk about the horse and, why and all that once we get there.
Sure.
But it is described as having black and white lines that are pretty clearly and distinctly cut. And a lot of people think that this might have actually been a zebra that RJ was going for.
Look at this picture of a zebra.
I know what zebras look like.
Yeah, but sometimes you forget. Look at actually, though.
Yeah, I know, black and white stripes. That's kind of the whole thing about them.
Yeah. And
it's also a bit smaller than most horses.
Yeah.
Which zebras are too.
Yeah.
And it's a bit faster like zebras.
Also, what's a piebald?
Type of horse?
A type of horse?
Or I think so.
Is it a real type of horse?
I think so.
Now I'm going to look that up.
Okay, you look that up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it looks like a cow.
Okay.
What's a piebald horse? It's a combination of black and white coloring. So a piebald would have black and white coloring.
Okay. But, distinctly, this horse is striped.
I know, but that's why Matt's probably like, this is just a stupid piebald, because it's just black and white colored.
Okay, he's also faking it, yeah.
No, I'm aware.
Okay, I'm just saying.
I know that, but that's how he can get away with it.
Gotcha. That makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
Horse facts. Anyways, back to it.
I love horse facts.
I need you to focus on this one.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a quote from 2006 from Robert Jordan.
Oh, tell me more.
For those of you who think that the razor that Matt buys is a zebra, it is not.
Boo, Robert Jordan.
Okay.
Take all the fun out of this entire chapter.
No. There's more. He goes on to say, I was thinking of a horse I once saw a picture of, an American paint, which in memory seemed to fit my description, white meaning black along dead straight lines, very closely. In fact, the memory fit so well that I decided not to check whether the actual horse looked the way I recalled it. The recollection made a terrific image.
Oh, interesting, because when I Googled piebald horse, the next thing that came up was American paint horse breed. So that's funny.
Okay, all right.
But definitely not how he thinks. They're kind of like this. They're like cows.
Oh yeah, it does look like a black and white spotted cow.
If a child was going to draw a cow,
yeah,
it's the white with the black
Not
splotches.
that the horse looks like a cow shape.
No, but it's...
The coloring is cow coloring.
I'm just going to encourage people to look it up for themselves.
Google it.
You guys got Google, right?
Imagine the coloring of a cow on a horse. Body of a horse.
Yeah.
There you go.
Mm-hmm,
Anyway, so officially and canonically, not a zebra. I'm very sorry.
Nah, it's a zebra. It's for sure a zebra, because otherwise he's just thinking of a regular old piebald.
Yeah, basically it's gotta be.
Yeah.
We can just pretend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Except how fast can zebra run?
Slightly faster than horses, I think.
Really? Actually?
I think so,
Do I need to look that up?
I think so. Based on my limited research.
Are we ever going to talk about these chapters? Okay. No. A zebra, it cannot run as fast
Oh,
as
really?
a horse.
Okay.
No, a horse can run at more than 88 kilometers per hour, while the zebra can only run at a maximum of 65
Oh,
kilometers
what a bunch of
per hour.
idiots. Oh, my goodness.
So...
Okay, so apparently not.
But in this fantasy world, for
Zebras
me...
are faster.
Zebras can be faster.
Or horses are just much slower.
Or that.
Well, because it's like, is the zebra running at like 95?
Right.
Or is the horse running at like 50?
Right.
You know, that's the real question
that's
here.
the question. Okay.
All right.
Now.
Do
you want to talk about it?
No, let's talk about it.
I don't know. Not much happens, hey?
Well, there's stuff. Are you kidding me? Like, second chapter.
Yeah.
I mean, this one, he's basically going on a shopping trip.
The second chapter is just more yelling at each other.
We'll talk about it when we get there.
And just like, enough spanking.
Okay, let's
I'm so done.
Let's get to it.
Fine.
Don't think of it like spanking. Think of it like capital punishment. I don't know. Corporal punishment?
Corporal punishment is what you're thinking of.
That's the one.
Uh-huh.
You know, a good...
It's like when you shout at somebody to stop shouting.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get there. Okay.
Yeah.
Chapter 6. A stave and a razor. Not a shave and a haircut.
Yeah.
2 bits, right?
Right.
Now, okay. Chapter symbol 5 dice. We're here for Matt. Here we are. Now, the last time we were with Matt was last book in Crossroads.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of commotion happened. A lot of things happened all at once.
Yeah.
We had Renna stabbing Agianin and then taking off and leaving. And then Matt being like, we gotta get out of here. Everybody, get on the road. I'll meet you there. But first, I gotta go murder Renna because she's about to spoil everything. And so he does that, but he gets back and then nobody's leaving.
Yeah, right.
And now we're gonna enter in the next day.
Yes, the morning after.
The whole next day. And we hope that Agianin's okay. In my memory, I don't even really know if we hear about her very much here.
Yeah, I mean, the Aes Sedai came, so, like, she should be fine.
I know. Okay. But, like, some mention of that.
Yeah.
Because we didn't get much. Like, this is supposed to be the recap.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah,
did you ever think that I'd be like, hey,
more
where's
recap.
the recap?
Honestly, no.
Like,
usually...
now we're just doing away with it completely.
Well, it's time to go. We only have a few books left.
Okay.
Now we really got to pick up the pace.
Right. Okay. So here we are, the morning after Renna's death, and Matt is in Val and Luca's wagon talking about the plan, about how they're not leaving, not for a while.
Yes. Yeah. And apparently he never really expected Luca to, like, pick up and leave after just the one day because there's so much money to be made, and that's kind of what Luca's all about right now. So.
Well, yeah, and the performers want to perform.
I get that. I get it.
But also, danger.
Yeah, that too. Like, maybe you should have at least started to leave or something, but I don't know.
Yeah.
How far could you actually get if you're running away?
No.
Like, you're a circus. You're a huge circus.
That's the thing, too. I think the only way, really, to get away is for Matt and that whole crew to leave the circus on their own.
Yeah, like the individuals.
But then they're completely out in the open.
Yeah.
They're kind of hidden by the circus, even if they're sitting still.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little bit of both sides of that argument, too. Because, like, they could be so much further away had they just moved quickly.
Yeah.
With just a handful of them.
Right, but they're still in Shanshan territory.
Yeah, like, not that far away from Abu Dar, still.
Not at all.
Because it's a circus, like, I get that.
Yeah. You know what I would like, actually, is a nice zoomed-in close-up. You know how we have, like, a close-up of the two rivers? Or a close-up of, like, Kyrian?
Okay,
like
what kind of
country? I want this whole Gildan, Altara, Mirandi
Oh,
area.
like a little map.
A little map.
Okay.
With dots with these villages.
Yeah.
So that I have any idea where anybody is.
They're just, like, along the road.
No, I know.
You know?
I know. But I want to know where they are in relation to, you know, the Shido village camp and where, you know, everybody is.
It's probably pretty funny because I bet there is some sort of resource like that, but you can't look at it.
I know. Can you find it?
If we didn't get that, you don't get it.
Can you find it? Can you find one? I bet somebody did something.
I can find it. I'm not going to show it to you, though.
Why?
Because, same reason I'm not showing you the map of the entire Randland world that's been revealed now that the book series is done.
I see what you're saying.
Like, there's more maps available now than there were.
That's fine. But
you don't
can you
get
just
it.
show me what we know up to this point?
No. You have to use your imagination.
It's just a map.
Yeah, that's fine. Not even going to be here that long,
Anyways,
probably.
I just want to wrap my head around what's going on and where they are, and I just can't.
There's a road, and they're moving slowly along it. There's towns every half-day journey.
I just like to know proximity and what's happening.
I get it.
Like, where are those white cloaks?
Yeah.
Where's everybody?
That's part of the mystery, though, right?
I hate mystery.
Okay.
That's so dumb. All right, so the long and short of this is Matt's going to try to pay Luca to go, but Luca's not going to. The end. Okay. Or did you want to talk about the porridge?
No, I mean, not
good.
Specifically the porridge. There are a couple of, like, recap things that did happen. So, Luca does bring up the fact that he still has that warrant, and he's like, I feel like a Taviran because things are going so well for me.
Right, because he has that warrant that Tuon signed for him for his protection, but Matt's not on it.
Yeah.
And Matt's also like, hey man, being a Taviran really isn't that great.
Actually, probably suck. Just a little bit.
Now, Matt's gonna leave the wagon. He walks through the circus, and this is where all the description happens.
Yeah. Yeah, there is.
It's all the performers and the contortionists and the gymnasts and the acrobats and the strongman and the animal trainers.
Matt's actually a fan of watching the contortionists.
No, he doesn't like that. He likes the acrobats.
Gymnasts. The acrobats is one of those he likes.
Yeah, he likes the acrobats. He doesn't like the contortionists.
Okay.
Because they're sitting on their own heads and he thinks that's super gross.
Yeah, and
creepy.
It's kind of weird.
He doesn't like
crazy.
it.
Yeah.
He likes the acrobats.
Right.
Because of their outfits. Now, most importantly, though, the dice are going to be rattling away in his head again.
Yeah. I mean, as per usual, there's always something.
Well, they've started up again.
Yeah.
They start, they stop, they start, they stop, they start. Here, they've started again.
Yeah.
And then this is where we find out that Matt's actually taking a short trip into the town because there's a purchase that he hopes to make today.
Yeah. The stave and the razor.
Yeah, except the stave he's not hoping to make. That's a surprise.
Yeah. Like a happy little accident.
Yeah, he's hoping to buy a horse, and I'm assuming it's for Tuon.
Okay, yeah, that's a...
Yeah.
I mean, that's a pretty good guess.
Because he has one.
Yeah.
And Tuon doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a good guess.
Yeah. So maybe...
We've seen him buy her gifts.
Oh, like as a gift. I thought maybe like a getaway. But it's got... Anyway,
I guess so. It's like a really specific horse he's like trying to find. He's like, ooh, it's very exotic. And...
I don't think he's looking specifically for this horse.
No, but he like happens upon it. And if you were just going to go and like want to bust out and escape with a horse, like...
It can't be this
He's buying the most expensive horse that there is.
Yeah. Also, a super distinguishable one.
Yeah.
And if you're trying to be undercover... Okay, hold on a second. Now I need to rethink this whole buying a zebra thing. I don't think it's a great idea.
Well, they're not, like, so incredibly rare.
It's
just like it's a good quality horse, not from
Yeah,
here.
but it's like a recognizable one that people would remember seeing.
Only because you think it's a zebra.
No, it seems pretty like you're not going to remember a stripy horse.
Maybe not.
A black and white stripy horse.
Well, apparently there's horses that look like cows, and I don't know, like that'd be more exotic to me than a stripy horse.
I don't think so. But
Anyways.
let me think about it some more, and when we get there, maybe we can suss out a little more.
Okay.
Because I don't know about this plan anymore.
Did you talk yourself into the Tuon? It's for Tuon or out of it?
No, it is for Tuon.
Okay.
I just don't think it's a great idea.
Sure. Because the escape.
Because if it's for escape, then it's dumb.
Yeah, okay.
And if you ever do end up leaving and somebody sees you on it...
It's like, oh, there's the stripy horse.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, I get it.
Okay, but don't worry, guys. There's no ghosts this time.
And I love the train of thought he has.
Well,
He's like, ooh.
Yeah, I also have to remind myself, that was yesterday.
Yeah.
That was yesterday. For us, it was months ago.
Yeah.
And now, it was yesterday for Matt.
So when he's like, oh, there's no ghosts this time, it's a lot more... You know, there's a lot more value in that.
Well, and also, what a shopping trip to have had yesterday, and now you're going back into town again.
Right.
Anyway, seems wild.
But more importantly, what's even more wild is that Matt's like, oh, because ghosts probably mean Tarmangaiden.
Yeah.
And Tarmangaiden means Rand.
Oh.
And then suddenly, swirling colors. Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, you say it, though.
No, I don't want to. Okay, all right. Okay, we need some privacy blinders on or something.
We do need something.
Because this is kind of wild.
Yeah.
So, we have our telekinetic power.
Swirly color pattern, yeah.
That's akin to our Wicked Witch of the West.
Yeah, viewing...
East? Wicked Witch of the East? West. It's the West. I think the East died under the house. The West is the green one.
Sure.
Alphaba. So, let's do more Ursula.
Yeah.
Okay? So we can see what's happening in the moment in our crystal ball.
You know what
in our brains.
You know what we should also do? This is a lot like a Palantir, like the seeing stones from Lord of the Rings that Saruman has.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like you can look and see and communicate with other people.
Oh, it's exactly like that.
Like the Dark One. Like Sauron.
Right.
Things of that nature.
Right.
Okay.
Harry Potter at one point has a dream.
That's a thing.
About things that are happening at that moment.
Okay.
And that's in his head, so that makes more sense too.
That's good too.
Because we gotta...
What a unique idea.
Yeah. Okay, so it happens lots.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk about what happens.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna need a shot. So good thing.
Good thing, lined up perfectly.
Good thing this all lined up. So the colors swirl in his head, and he gets an image of Rand and Min naked, standing by a bed and kissing. And he's like, oh my god, I gotta be careful thinking about Rand.
Yeah, and he's like, oh no.
And it happens again, and now they're doing more than kissing on the bed.
Oh
and
no.
He's like, what the fuck? And I'm like, oh my god, what?
Yeah.
Oh, and like, does Rand know? Does he get some kind of sense?
Well, I mean,
that somebody's watching him.
We know that all three of the boys have this between each other, and we've never been in a perspective where they're like, it feels like a reversal of that.
Yeah, no.
Like one of them is seeing me.
Yeah.
We've never got that indication.
Not yet.
Not yet, anyways.
I'm hoping, yeah.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah. And it's really funny, too, because Matt gets that right when he's, like, showing up to the town, and then he, like, starts acting weird, because I can only imagine, like, seeing your buddy and his girl, like, ah! And then they think he's acting drunk or something. He's like, oh, no, sorry.
And also, like, I guess Rand's fine.
I guess Rand's fine.
Rand's doing good.
Yeah.
Gosh. Don't forget about that guy and Min, somewhere probably still in tier.
Right, I don't think even, like, just thinking Rand adjacent... just because you don't use his name in your thoughts doesn't mean that it's not gonna...
because somebody mentions the Dragon Reborn.
Right.
I think that was with Perrin and something, and he, like, saw Rand or something. I don't even remember.
It's also kind of like the game. Anytime you think of the game, you lose the game. So, if you've been playing the game for a long time, this is your reminder that you've just lost the game.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's okay. People who play the game know.
Okay, can you get the shot glasses?
Yeah, okay. Then we can drink to Rand and Min being okay.
More the seeing eyeglasses.
Sure, that works too.
Nope, crystal balls?
That's better.
Okay, not seeing eyeglasses. That's not what I was thinking. Okay, God. Okay, so we're back, and we have to talk about the shot glasses that we just received.
Yeah, yes, we do have them. I like these ones. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, this one's my favorite.
It's pretty good.
It's great.
Because...
it's just got a bunch of aliens on it.
Yeah, okay, more context, though, because it's from New Mexico.
Yeah.
So we have a pair of shot glasses.
Yeah, and this one is specifically from Roswell, New Mexico, which is where apparently there's lots of aliens.
Yeah, well, it's like Area 51, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's where they keep all the aliens and spaceships, I'm pretty sure.
That's right.
Underground.
Uh-huh.
And this one is just a less alien-centric New Mexico.
And we definitely don't have any shot glasses with an alien on it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty certain I can say that. All right, so cheers to a new word I just learned.
Oh, yeah, yep.
Because I said, there's got to be a word for this, and you're like, yeah, scrying.
Yeah.
Scry?
Yeah, S-C-R-Y, to scry on someone.
Magically peeping.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's a very useful spell.
This isn't a spell. This is scrying by accident.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, scrying is a spell you can cast in D&D.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers. And I think I'll now have to refer to it as magical peeping.
Magical peeping.
It's very rude.
A little bit, actually.
Yeah.
I feel like Min and Rand would be a little upset.
But I mean, here's the thing. It's not like he's like, ooh, let me know what Rand is doing right now. It's an accident, right?
That's what I said.
And he can't help it.
No.
So.
Well, he could not think about Rand, but that would also be kind of rude.
You think of him, and then it's like, boom.
Happens.
I'm not going to think about Rand.
Well, here's
What'd
a
you
prediction.
Just do? Thought about Rand.
So here's a prediction.
Okay.
Times 2.
Rand's going to get him back.
No, first prediction.
Okay.
It's going to develop, like, two-way connection.
Yeah.
Second prediction is we're going to get a lot better at controlling this.
Okay.
We're going to kind of understand what it is, and we're going to make use of it.
Yeah.
And then it'll be magical FaceTiming.
And then we'll turn it off forever and never use it again.
Maybe we can get better at being like, ding dong.
Yeah.
Can I look?
Knock, knock, knock. Hello.
Like, what did the Forsaken use before they're gonna travel?
Yeah, the little
ding dong.
Yeah.
Ding dong.
It's like, hey, I'm pooping here. What? Are you always pooping, or did you just have like bad timing? Like, what's happening here?
Oh my gosh. We are not even a little bit into this chapter. Okay.
No. We're at the town.
The salt town.
Matt's done like half of the things he's gonna do this chapter already.
You know what? I remember the fact that this was a salt town because we had a whole conversation about
the salt town and the salt money and the salt
mines and how I've been to a salt mine. Remember?
Yeah, all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, plus there's meat pies.
I know.
Matt pie was one. It's good.
I know.
It's tasty.
I'm really thinking that for our first watch party of season 2.
Ooh.
There's gotta be some meat pies.
Some pasties.
Well, I think that those are 2 different things.
I don't know.
So I gotta have a pasty and I gotta have a meat pie.
Meat pie, okay.
I gotta figure it out. I gotta ask my people.
More research is needed.
I need recipes.
Yeah.
I need help. Reach out to me. We have a WAP food channel on our Discord.
We gotta get ready.
Yeah. Because that's soon. Less than 2 months away now.
Yep.
Whoa. Okay. But seriously, these meat pies sound great. And he's like, don't ask what kind of meat it is. It tastes good.
Yeah, it's like there might be animals in the countryside. Hopefully.
Well, no. He thinks there might be cows in the countryside.
Okay.
Because the hawker is like, best beef ever. And he's like, sure, it's more likely goat or cat. But like
hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
But it tastes good. All right. Now, we have a really interesting, weird segment that I thought was going to be more meaningful.
Okay.
And then it didn't mean anything and it wasn't meaningful.
Which part is that?
Where he finds this stave.
Oh, yeah.
That he's like, what the heck is this thing doing here?
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's like a 2 rivers longbow
thing. So it's black yew that only grows in the 2 rivers, and yew is good for making bows.
Because it's bendy.
Yeah, and it's a slim, like, bow stave, so it's a staff that could be turned into a bow.
Okay.
Like, if you want to, that's what a bow stave is. But is it also a
quarter staff? Like, can he fight with it?
Yeah, it's like a 7-foot tall stick. It might not be the best quarter staff if you want to, like...
Oh.
You could for sure bonk people with it.
You could for sure smack him.
You could for sure smack people with this big stick.
But is he going to make a bow?
I mean, hypothetically, he's from the 2 rivers.
Like, why did he buy it? Just 'cause?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe, because
he's like, this is a rare thing here.
It's the best bow material. And keep in mind, 2 rivers people... They make their specialty bows that are like 7 feet tall. So if Matt wants to make 2 Rivers bow...
Well, yeah. I thought there was going to be a little bit more about this and like why, but it was just like a lot of description of this random stave. I didn't even really know what that was.
Yeah.
I picked up the description based on all of, the description. But... Okay, so he just buys it and carries it around now.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a little hint at, like, the trade expansion, you probably assume, because he's like, what's this doing here? And I have to assume that 2 Rivers is still expanding and getting their stuff out to the markets a little bit further away.
Okay.
But yeah.
Because it's just, like, 1.
Yeah, it is just 1, so it is kind of weird.
You know what this feels like to me?
What?
The signet ring.
Okay.
It feels, like, random.
Yeah.
But in a good way for Matt.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna matter.
One of those, like, lucky things where it's like,
the
random.
Ring ended up mattering.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially with the whole, like, Raven and Fox situation. Oh, the Raven marries the Fox or whatever.
Yeah.
And now we have a ring with ravens and foxes on it.
Yeah. Technically, I don't think they've ever been referred to as specifically...
Yeah, they have.
Ravens or foxes?
Yeah. Oh, on the ring?
Yeah.
It's a fox chasing 2 birds in flight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it wasn't 2 ravens specifically.
Are you sure?
Well, from Matt's point of view, it's never been specifically
really?
Identified
as
ravens.
It is.
Well, no. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying that those words.
Okay.
But anyways, yeah, he buys a nice quarterstaff / bow stave.
Okay, and then we're going to get to the reason why we're here, and it's to buy a horse. And he goes to lots of different stables, looking around at lots of different horses. Some of them smell really bad, and he's like, nope, disease, see ya, and leaves.
Matt knows a lot about horses.
Because his dad.
Yeah.
Because his dad does this.
Yes.
It's his dad's job.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
To get really good deals from strangers while selling horses.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that he for sure rips people off all the time. I'm just saying he's got the skill set to do that if he wanted to.
Yeah. So here's how I know this razor is pretty unique and people would know it.
Okay.
Because Matt, who's been all over the world at this point.
Okay.
From here to there, all over the place.
Yeah.
Up and down, left to right, jumping all around. We've been on this coast, we've been on this coast, we've been over here, we've been up there. Matt has never seen a razor.
Yeah.
But he's heard of one.
Yeah.
So that's how I know that seeing one of these would be like eye-catching.
Yeah, okay, pretty rare.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And that's how he knows, like, he's going to want to get
But
it.
again, here's the thing. Like, I'm only going to push back just a little bit because it's a very rare thing to see if you know horses and can identify it as an exotic horse.
Nah.
So put 100 dogs in front of me and I'd be like, yep, they're all dogs. But if you're like, ooh, but that one's super rare and you will never see this one again, I'd be like, I wouldn't be able to tell because they're just a bunch of dogs.
I feel like if you see a dog that's striped like a zebra, you'd be like, oh shit, that's a weird dog.
I don't know.
That would happen. You'd be
Maybe.
like, that's so weird to see a dog that looks like that. That's a weird looking dog. You'd like note it.
That's why I said I'm only pushing back a teeny little bit.
Yeah, your pushback is
It's only
not
rare if you
valid
know
here.
what you're
Take
looking
it-
at.
Even that, I think. Whatever. I've said my point.
I know, I get it.
All right. So now we're going to get a whole lot of haggling.
Yep.
We have Robert Jordan explaining how much he and Matt knows about horses.
Yeah.
And how to test if they're good.
Yep.
You got to put your fist in between here, and then you got to test.
Wait, where are you putting your fist?
Huh?
Oh, no.
Huh?
Okay. Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah, right
Between
there.
the ribs and the elbow.
Right.
Good stride.
Sure.
That's how you know it's not a zebra. I feel like zebras have dinky strides.
Well, apparently they do.
Because they don't
Turns
run
out.
very fast.
Can't even run faster
It's
than
a
a
tall
horse.
zebra.
Right. But it's not that tall.
This is the tallest zebra of them all.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, we're going to haggle over the price. We end up getting a fine one.
Yeah, he buys
Everybody's
the horse.
happy. It's
Yeah,
fine.
it was going to be 10 gold, but now it's only
No.
5 gold.
Plus others?
Plus other coins.
Yeah.
Really not that important.
Okay. Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we go back to the circus now?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's go back to the circus.
So Matt goes back to the circus.
It's the middle of the day.
Yep.
There's a long line of people waiting to get in. Business is good. Everybody's rich here. They want to see the performers.
All the salt money.
Yeah. Well, and you know, apart from the animal training piece,
Yeah.
the rest of it sounds like a place I'd want to go.
Yeah. It's like he's turned it into not just
No.
a menagerie.
Yeah.
It's like a literal...
It's an entire show.
Yeah.
It's a whole fair. It's a whole thing. I like that.
It's
I don't
Val and
know.
Luca's something magnificent display of wonders and marvels. Or
Exactly.
Something. Yeah, it's one
Yeah.
of those ones.
Yeah. They should get some meat pies. They should sell food there, too.
I bet they do.
Food trucks.
Food truck, taco truck.
Taco trucks.
Right, okay.
That's definitely what they need.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, super duper random side note, Aludra got a big delivery of something big, and Matt's like, I wonder what she's getting.
In all the barrels,
No
yeah.
time for that now. See ya. But I think it's the bells, right? Like she wanted a bell founder to make cannons?
Okay, yeah, I think this is a case that you misread the...
No, I didn't.
It's a wagon load. It's a whole bunch of wagon loads
Two
of barrels.
wagon loads of barrels. Oh.
They're barrels filled with stuff.
Not
Not
cannons. What if like one fits in a barrel each?
I'm just gonna say probably not. Like I don't wanna be the guy to shoot down your super awesome opinions. I'm gonna go with there's
But you are.
not secret cannons in the barrels.
Okay, explosives.
Probably she's an
Okay.
illuminator.
Right, okay.
Like that would make a lot of sense. Is
Okay.
she's buying a whole bunch of
Okay.
like powders.
Whatever she's buying
Yeah.
is going to matter because Matt noted it here. And we note it, now we can move on.
Yeah, Matt has a thought too. He's like, I think I have some ideas as to why she wants a bell founder, but the only thing that seems to make sense doesn't actually really make a lot of sense. Because he can't really put the things together.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we know, based on what a bell founder is in, the world history, that she's probably wanted to make cannons.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Matt, who's never really seen a cannon before, is like,
I don't
this
know.
doesn't make
I
sense.
think Matt could figure it out because he's the one who used fireworks as an explosive on the side of the
yeah,
stone tier.
true. That's a good point.
If anyone can figure it out,
Yeah.
it's Matt.
Okay.
All right. So he's going to go off and hide the Razor horse in the horse lines with the other horses.
Yep.
He puts his new bow stave in his wagon, and then he heads to Tuon's wagon, even though he doesn't really want to because the dice are still rolling.
Yeah.
Now, we get the recap that apparently I've been asking for about the whole Aegianin situation.
Yeah. Some people are starting to disapprove of the whole situation, where it's like, why are you spending so much time with Tuon when you're supposed to be courting Aegianin?
Right.
Because you rescued her, so.
That's the story.
That's the story.
And I don't think anyone's buying it anymore, and now they don't like Matt.
Yeah.
Or they do buy it, and they don't like Matt.
Yeah.
Either way. Okay, So Matt's going to go to the wagon where Tuon is with Selucia, Noel, and Oliver, which is...
Why'd you say Noel like that?
Because, this guy, all the time with this guy.
Okay.
So suspicious. He's got so much. He's so angry.
Yeah, well, there's more in this
I know.
In this chapter, too.
I know.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
But first, Tuon's wearing a dress.
Made
from
of
the material
that she bought yesterday.
Yeah, and he's surprised, like, where did she find someone to make a dress already?
I don't know.
It's Tuon, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Now, Noel is in the middle of telling Tuon and Selucia about how he only ever sees women outside of the village.
Nope, again, another case of not understanding what's happening here.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Noel is saying only women are seen outside the village. Like, what?
Okay, so this links into what he's going to talk about later, which is Shara. So he's talking about the women of some specific women.
Stories about
he's telling stories. Yeah.
I thought he was like doing weird spying here, and I thought this was so weird that he's here. Okay.
So Noel does a thing where he always tells stories about Shara.
Where he's been, okay.
And a lot about Shara, like
right.
all the time. And this is one of the things where he's like, hey, only the women are ever seen outside the village, and we get more information on that shortly.
Right.
So that'll come back around in a minute.
Okay.
So he's not talking about the women here.
Yeah.
He's telling stories.
Because he brings it up again later, and I thought he was still talking about the village here. And I was like, I don't know. That sounds weird.
Okay, yeah. So for the Shara business, I'll explain it now. So the Ayad, which are the women who can channel, we've learned this in the past books a bunch of different times. The Ayad are the women who can channel, and they live in Ayad villages. And that would make sense that you only ever see the women channelers come out of the villages because the male channelers wouldn't be allowed out of the villages because they're going to go crazy. So the Sharans clearly have some sort of setup where all their channelers live in the Ayad villages.
I see.
So he's just in the middle of a little story telling Oliver and Tuon and Selucia.
And it sounds true?
Well, it kind of lines up with what we've heard about Shara. So yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm just so confused. That's fine.
He's in the middle of a story that has nothing to do with Matt or nothing.
Okay, that makes more sense in my brain as to why he's in there sharing all this information.
Yeah, it also helps us as the reader to like get more information about Shara as like this kind of mystical faraway place.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Matt is just going to enter the wagon, and that upsets Tuon. So we get this big back and forth forever, and it's the same.
Mm-hmm.
The interaction is the same. You think maybe things might have progressed. No, it's been a day. Things haven't progressed. It's exactly the same.
Except Matt has a nickname.
Well, he's playing the game.
He's playing the game, but he's
except
got a
he
nickname.
doesn't even know it's a game. Tuon thinks it's a game, and he's like, I hope I win.
Yeah.
I don't even know what game we're playing, but...
Well, because she's calling him Toy.
Yeah.
So he starts to call her Precious.
Yeah.
So that's her new nickname. And when he first says that, she like sits up straight and she's like, "Wait, what did you just call me?" And Matt's like, "Hey, I have a pet name for you, so
deal with it."
Yeah.
Selucia doesn't like it.
No.
Tuon calls her down.
Yeah.
And then is like, all right, let's see who wins this game.
Well, I mean, keep in mind, too, like, we're talking with Shanshan, so the whole giving people new names thing is something that you do to the Damani.
Because the only thing we've heard about Aegeon in this chapter is that she only responds to her new name, Lyle when shipless.
So, like, giving a new name to someone is something that you do... Not usually, or like sometimes you can get a new name in a good way, right?
Right.
But also it can be a very bad thing. So doing it to Tuon, obviously Selucia's going to be pretty put up by that because she's the freaking daughter of the Nine Moons.
Yeah.
But...
Don't give her a new name.
Yeah, it seems like it went okay.
Nah, it's a pet name. It's
not
a new name, just a pet one.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's okay. It seems okay.
All right.
Because, like, he doesn't immediately get... killed by Tuon or Selucia.
No,
it's gotta be at least a little good, right?
Alright, so all that back and forth is done. Matt gets some food, which actually sounds pretty good, which put it on the food list, because cheese and olives and bread, sign me up.
Did you notice what Oliver's drinking?
Oliver.
I know.
What'd you just say?
Oliver. I know,
It's goat milk.
So either goat milk isn't that rare, or Oliver's pregnant.
Oh. Well, I was just going to say, because he's a child. So the whole
it's
idea,
the healthy thing.
I think it's the idea that goat milk is good for children.
Right. It's got to be.
Because because Matt's like, that wine better be watered down.
Yes.
And then he's like, oh.
Or not
maybe
wine
he
at all.
Still can't have any wine. I don't know how to raise children. I'm Matt.
Hey, it's wine from back in the day. Was it more strong, less strong? I don't know.
Who's to say, really?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. But after all of that.
Yeah. This is where Noel keeps doing his story about the Ayad villages and Shara. And it all kind of comes into making a little bit more sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
because he mentions, like, you don't see men older than 20 in the villages. Because, if they're all channelers...
I thought he was still talking about this village. I didn't know what was going on. And then Matt suddenly is like, are you any relation to Jane Charon?
Yeah.
And that's... I thought Matt was distracting him.
Sure.
And didn't want Noel to be sharing things that he's found out.
Okay.
So readily here.
Oh, very different interpretation. Okay. Yeah.
Because I didn't know really what was going on.
Yeah. So here's the thing. You know who Jane Charon is?
Yeah, Jane Farstrider.
Jane Farstrider. And Jane Farstrider is the guy who wrote the Travels of Jane Farstrider, and half of those adventures include, like, journeys to Shara and stuff. Okay. Right? So Matt's, like, hearing all these stories about Shara, and he's like, hey...
They were lovers.
Possibly. Or it could be like Noel says.
I don't believe anything
he was my
says.
cousin.
Nah, I just like this one way better.
Well, they got the same last name. I pointed that out the first time we met
They were married.
That's possible.
Maybe.
Okay.
They got married in Shara.
Okay.
And then Jane left him to go on adventures, and then this is all a metaphor for Noel.
Okay, tell the story, because nobody knows what you're talking about. I think I understand where you're going.
I'm just making things up. Okay, the story that Noel says is that Jane Farstrider is his cousin.
Yeah.
And he's really angry that he left to go off on all his great adventures, leaving his sick wife alone to die.
Yes.
And so maybe it's all just a ruse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably not, but I just think that would be way more interesting than this.
Okay. So I'm gonna read out a little bit more of this because
I'm just trying to figure out who Noel is and why, Well, I'm trying to come up with his backstory.
Let's dig a little bit deeper into this, because if you're skimming what he says, it's not gonna make a ton of sense.
I'm not skimming with this stuff.
Well, I mean,
I just made that up for fun. Relax.
Okay, no, that's right.
Just relax.
Okay.
You don't want me to be fun anymore? Gosh. Fine, I'll be serious. Fine. Tell me what he actually says in the paper.
Okay, so Tuan says, hey, who is this man with two names? Right?
He must be important.
Must be important, because he's got two names. Noel says he was a fool. He went gallivanting off about the world and left a good wife to die of a fever without him there to hold her hand while she died. And then ... he let himself be made into a tool by ... and he cuts himself off.
But then he has this faraway look, and it's almost like he doesn't cut himself off and he can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's my other thing about Noel, is his memories are all stupid.
Yeah, so here's the thing too. We actually know a little bit of tidbits about Jane Farstrider from back in earlier in the series.
All right, fine. Forget all the fun stuff I said. Tell me what actually we know.
No, okay, I'll tell you what you... Okay, so we don't... we know that Jane Farstrider was a young man when McGuire fell, right? That was the whole part of Lan's backstory. Because Jane Farstrider is the guy who brought Cowan Fairheart to justice, who betrayed McGuire, which is why McGuire fell.
Yes.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now...
And, we have Oliver, who's like, no, Jane Farstrider was great.
Yeah, he did all that stuff.
Yeah.
All that stuff. And Noel's like, well, yeah... Sure, but also he made a lot of mistakes, so and so. But in Eye of the World, during Rand's final battle with Baalzamon...
Oh, yeah?
Rand is telling him that he doesn't weave the pattern, and, I've escaped all the traps that you've set. And then Baalzamon, who is Ishamael, says, I began the setting of your path the day you were born, a path to lead you to your grave or here. Aiel allowed to flee, and one to live, to speak the words that would echo down the years. Now, that's the whole Eye of the World, little tidbits that he dropped, and we learned about that.
Yeah,
that
led
still Brand to there.
Kind of confused me, but go on.
Yeah, and then Ishamael said, Jane Farstrider, a hero, and he twists his words to a sneer, whom I painted like a fool and sent to the Ogier, thinking he was free of me. So here we've got Noel saying he let himself be made into a tool by ...
Ooh.
And it's pretty clear that Ishamael did something with Jane Farstrider.
Okay.
So.
Cool.
Yeah. It's all twisty backstory.
Oh, I don't even know what you're talking about. But
well,
that's
I mean,
fine.
maybe he's not so off about the whole, like, it was my cousin thing.
No, I'm sure it was. I'm just trying to have fun.
You can have fun.
Okay.
Just after the podcast is over. Only facts and speculation.
Oh my gosh, no fun anymore. You can't give me a shot in the middle of the recording.
It's not even the middle. We have another chapter.
I know.
Anyways.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. I always just love the secret lovers trope.
You know what? It could work. It works too.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So this is when Oliver's like, he did all these good things. And Noel says, yeah, he did that too. But what adventure is worth leaving your wife to die alone?
Right.
So, it seems like he's a little bit salty about Jane.
Interesting. Because he probably actually was the one holding...
I mean, realistically, like family,
hand.
right? Like, Where is he? Where is your cousin?
Yeah. All right. Now, Matt is getting annoyed, thinking about how he's going to go even more crazy if Noel is putting Oliver off reading. Now, I did it. Oliver off reading because he loves those books. The
Travels of Jane Forrester.
That's the one. And now, what's he going to read if he doesn't want to read about Jane Forrester?
Exactly.
Reading's important.
Come on. Matt knows.
Matt thinks, even I read sometimes.
Yeah. And also, Noel's looking like he's about to die on the spot because he's so sad about this.
So sad.
So sad. Oh my goodness.
Well, he probably either loved the dying wife.
I mean, that's possible. You could have some sort of
lost love. There's the
that could be that
secret
too.
lovers trope.
There's the connection.
Yeah.
You nailed it.
Okay.
Great. Okay.
All right. Well, after all of that, Julian is going to poke his head into the wagon and be like, the Shanshan soldiers are setting up across the road. I have to go tell Thera so she doesn't freak out. Bye.
Yeah, you guys got to deal with this.
And that's it. That's the end of this chapter.
Yeah, we did it. Hey, that was a lot of stuff.
I learned some things about horses.
Yeah.
And staves and scrying.
And Jane Forrester.
And if I didn't learn anything about Jane Forrester, you think I'm going to retain any of that information?
Okay.
You are wrong.
Cows that look like horses, or horses that look like cows. That's the important thing.
Horses that look like zebras, more importantly.
And zebras are dumb and slow.
Right.
Compared to horses.
Not dumb.
Well.
Just slow.
Can't be that smart
Slower.
if you can't run faster.
Let's see you run 65 kilometers per hour.
Yeah, I'm dumber than a horse.
That doesn't make you dumb. It makes you slower.
Should have learned how to run faster.
You can't when you can't put your fist between your... Okay.
See, the issue is we started this, it's Taco Tuesday, and we started with margaritas before the podcast.
That always happens.
That's
okay.
the problem.
All right, let's take a quick break, and then we'll come back for the next chapter.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we are for chapter 7, a cold medallion, and the chapter symbol is the Adam.
Yeah.
And I thought maybe the Adam was going to come into play a little bit more, but it's more just like, Suldam dynamics with Aes Sedai.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like
Like
put
what?
the Adam on the Suldam. I thought that's what was going to happen.
Okay.
Yeah, I read too much into the chapter symbol.
A lot. Okay, that's fair.
But I was just expecting something more interesting. I mean, it's interesting. Don't get me wrong. It's
starting off on the bad foot here.
It's just
okay.
a lot of yelling and back and forth, and there's a one kind of reveal.
Yeah.
But no actual things happen.
Sure. I get
there's
that.
no.
I get it.
Action.
I get it. Okay. We had too much fun in the first chapter.
There's no physical... Okay.
We're not even there yet, so let's get there.
All right. Now, we're picking up in the next moment, still with Matt, and the last thing Matt wants to deal with is the freaking Shanshan.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So he tells Noel to find Egyanin and warn her, and Oliver to warn the Aes Sedai and the Suldam, and he'll go down to the entrance himself to see if there's any trouble.
Yeah. We might have to talk our way out of something.
Right. And at the same time, I'm like, yo, Matt, are you going to be recognized at all?
Well, he did have that thought process.
Mm-hmm.
Way back, I think either last book or the book before. He's like, if someone's looking for me, would they recognize me with my scarf or my whatever?
Yep. Uh-huh.
Am I that noticeable?
Guess not.
Guess not,
Who
yeah.
cares?
I guess. At least not to these ones.
No time to think about any of that because it's not going to matter.
Yeah.
So, as he goes to leave, Tulin is like, wait a minute, aren't you gonna guard us?
Mm-hmm.
And Matt's like, no, you gave your word, so I just have to believe you at this point.
Yeah.
And Tulin smiles.
It's nice.
She likes that he's trusting her.
Right, I guess so.
I don't know. I don't really love this,
Well, it's pretty, clear that he's feeling some sort of feelings for Tulin, and it seems to be real. Like, as much as he's being fated into this whole situation.
I know. They are actually getting to know each other and actually kind of courting, and it's better than other relationships I've seen, but I'm still not for it.
Just because,
I'm
like, who she
still not
is?
like, oh, good.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Is that a 2-on thing, or is that like a Shanshan Empire kind of thing?
Kind of both.
Okay.
And then the whole fate thing.
Yeah.
Like, Matt's just doing this whole self-fulfilling prophecy thing rather than actually finding somebody he could fall in love with.
Okay. I get where you're coming from.
All of it feels bad, so...
Almost like it's forced because it's fate.
Right.
Anyways.
I know, but I like fate when it's like, uh-oh, our 2 dogs in the park tangled us up together.
Sure.
And the dogs fall in love, and you fall in love, and then you have 100 puppies.
But I mean, in a lot of ways, it's kind of like Min and Rand. Because Min knew from the get-go, like, hey, I'm bound to you, and I don't know if you're going to love me, but I gotta love you. Like, it's very similar. And we don't hate on her, necessarily, for, like, trying to be with Rand all the time and going into that, like,
but she
head first.
Doesn't, in the same way that Matt goes into this. She tries to fight it.
Oh, I mean, okay.
She doesn't necessarily, I don't know.
I mean, she was cozying up next to Rand in bed when he was nearly dying at the end of book 2.
Yeah.
And she was competing with, like, Lanfear. So.
Well, I know. I just think.
Yeah. Similarities are not the same, but.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
No.
It's similar.
I'm not thinking it's the same, actually.
Okay.
So.
Fine.
Back to this.
Yeah.
And what's actually happening. But more importantly, can you make a comment about my 101 Dalmatians reference?
Oh, see, I didn't actually understand. I don't know if I've ever seen the full.
What?
Like maybe once when I was a kid.
What are you talking about? You've never seen 101 Dalmatians.
It's scary, okay?
No.
It's terrifying.
Okay, well, that's what happens.
She wants to make a coat out of the puppies.
Oh, yeah, that part's terrifying.
Yeah.
But how they have 101 puppies was fate.
I didn't know that.
In a lovely, lovely way.
Okay.
Adorable.
Sounds like bad dog ownership.
Well, you just can't help fate. Nope, you can have the most perfect dogs. Fate intervenes, and that's lovely. You see?
Okay. Back to it. The Shanshan are here.
Oh, right, okay.
Right?
Right. So, once Matt is outside, he can see that there are several hundred soldiers taking off their armor and unloading wagons, and it's pretty clear that we're not going to be Shanshan free around here anymore.
Yeah.
And they're lining up to go to the circus.
Well, because that's the whole thing. The Salt Town previously didn't really have a big Shanshan presence, and now clearly they're setting up shop.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're being attacked or being, they're coming and invading the circus or anything crazy like that. It's just they're literally setting up.
No, they want to just go to the circus.
And they want to come see the show.
Yeah, no, that's fair. But they're trying to walk in without paying, and that is an absolute no-go for this circus.
Not happening.
Don't you dare.
I love it.
So the guy at the front is like, nope, I really don't care who you are. You're not coming in here
so cheeky.
Without paying.
Well, he's so cheeky because he tells the prices at the different age levels, and he's like, only children that have to be carried get in for free, and then like gives him a look, and it's like, oh man.
Yeah. Now, the soldiers are kind of squaring up for a fight, and then there's a bunch of performers who all show up with, like, clubs
even Luca.
in their hand.
Luca's here to defend it.
Well, Luca's like, this is my show, and you can't get in without paying, so, like, fuck off.
I want my money.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the most important.
Yeah.
So Matt's like, oh no, there's going to be a massacre. How am I going to get 2 on the others out of here? But then some other Shanshan lady shows up.
An officer, yeah.
An officer.
Yeah, a standard bearer, technically.
Who is in charge of these?
Higher ranking. Higher ranking than these guys.
Okay. So the soldier is like, hey, we paid our money, and then this guy says we gotta pay more, and just lies.
Yeah, because we're with the Empire.
Because he's a liar.
He is a lying liar.
You know, like a liar.
Right? Okay.
Yeah. And so the officer looks around and sees Matt and is like, hey, did you see what happened?
Yeah.
And Matt's like, yeah, they tried to walk in without paying. And he's believed.
Yeah, the officer's like, yeah, that's these guys. These guys for sure tried to do that.
So the soldiers are punished.
Yep. Docked pay, confined to camp.
Oh my gosh.
Can't leave.
Can't even go to the circus.
Get the heck out of here. You don't get the circus today.
Can't even go.
Yeah.
And then, now, the officer is not done scolding people because she's like, hey, Luca, I don't appreciate your guys here with clubs. And Luca's like, I don't appreciate your guys
trying to get in for free.
Yeah,
it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
But it also is really funny, too, because... So, I'm going to introduce you to a little bit of a fan theory.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it might be fun. So, the officer compliments Luca, and she's like, hey, it shows that you standing up shows that you have, like, a backbone. And then she throws the offer out to anybody.
You want to come be part of our
army? You want
to
come and enlist
yeah.
in the Shanshan Empire as a soldier. And she specifically points out Val and Luca and says, you look like a natural-born lancer.
Okay.
Like a natural lancer, natural soldier.
Okay.
So, the funny little fan theory here is we don't know a lot about Val and Luca's backstory.
Yeah, basically nothing.
But we do, from the very, very beginning, we get that he's like this very flamboyant personality, and him and his wagons are always like super full of color, and like so much so that even a tinker would think it's too much, and his cape would like make a tinker blush.
Yeah.
And all these crazy references to like tinkers and colors and his wagons.
Okay.
And all these things. So it's a funny little fan theory, like what happens if Val and Luca is or was
a tinker.
A tinker. And he brought with him the whole colorful wagons.
Yeah.
And instead of like, you know, how the whole like tinkers might leave their village and come back, right?
Yeah.
That's a whole thing with them too.
Kind of like the Amish.
Kind of like the Amish, yeah, exactly. But like what happens if he just went off and started his own wagon and his own family and didn't necessarily stick to the tinker lifestyle, but took a lot of those remnants with him?
Right. And he's not necessarily not sticking to tinker lifestyle.
Yeah.
He's a nomad.
Yeah, he is. Like in a lot of ways.
Partaking in a lot of violence.
Yeah.
From what we've seen.
We haven't really, like, he's holding a club here, sure.
Yeah.
But we haven't exactly seen him getting in scraps.
Okay, well, that's a weapon. You're not allowed to hold a weapon. Okay.
So I'm not saying he's 100% like Way the Leaf following Tinker, but it's like, what if that was his background?
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny because then this officer's saying, you look like you were a born soldier, when in fact he's the exact opposite of a born soldier. He's a born, like, anti-soldier.
Sure.
Like a tinker, basically.
Yeah, okay.
So it's just kind of like a funny little thing. And then why Matt, when he looks at him, he's like, oh man, Val Luca looks like he's afraid the officer is going to try and drag him off by the collar to go become a soldier. Like, that would be pretty accurate if you try to recruit a tinker to the army. It's
well,
like,
also,
that's not going to go.
Well, if you try to drag a showman away from his show.
Exactly, because he is the greatest showman.
Greatest. So, greatest of all. Yeah.
Fun little fan theory.
Like it.
And it makes sense.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
So now even Matt is going to get offered a position in the army as like a leader, and Matt's like, no.
Yeah, nobody takes her up on this offer, obviously.
No. So Matt ends up leaving, everybody disperses, and he's going to go check up on the Aes Sedai and thinks about how he trusts Tuon and Aegyanan to stay out of sight because they're not idiots, but the three Aes Sedai have already proven that they're idiots.
Yeah, they're definitely morons and they don't stay out of sight.
They take stupid risks.
They do. They really do. Considering two of them, like, were Damani.
Yes.
They take really dumb risks all the time.
Now, when Matt gets to the wagon, the warders are not here, so he goes right up, and he stops because his fox head medallion goes cold.
Yeah.
And he thinks, those fool women are channeling in there. What fools? Idiots. So
seriously. But, like, really seriously, because the Shanshan are set up now across the street.
Yeah, but there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they know that there's Shanshan across the street. So,
well, for sure not yet, but...
yeah. So the three Aes Sedai are Jolene, Teslin, and Edicina.
Yeah.
And if you're new around here, it's Jolene, like the Dolly Parton song, Tesla, and Edison.
Yes.
So that's how we remember
Doesn't
these
help
three.
at all, but that's okay.
That's how we remember them. And Jolene was
is...
never colored, and green.
Green, yeah. Teslin is...
Red. No. Yes.
Yeah.
Teslin's red. Well, Jolene is pretty, Teslin's not, and Edicina's like medium pretty.
So she's yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that's really how we...
yeah, but Teslin and Edicina were the ones who were never collared. Jolene, because she had the warders...
No, opposite. Teslin and Edicina were collared.
Oh, yeah, I said it wrong.
And Jolene had never been collared because she
had the warders.
Out.
Yeah,
yes.
exactly.
Yeah. Now, there are also two Suldam here, Bethamin and Seta.
Yeah.
And they were also the ones who were a little bit being blackmailed or something.
Little bit. Like, the secret was known by Suroth.
Suroth, yeah.
Renna's dead.
Renna's dead, so she's not there. Now...
Setala Nan's also here.
Which is weird.
Surprisingly,
she's
to
just
Matt.
hanging out.
Yeah.
So now, the scene of what's happening is the most shocking of all, because Bethamin and Seta are standing rigid, jammed shoulder to shoulder, as if they're being held by air.
Yeah, because they're being held by air.
That's right.
Yeah.
So now Jolene is slapping the shit out of Bethaman's face.
Yeah,
Again
it's
and
not
again
good.
and again and again.
Switching hands because her hand's getting tired.
Bethaman is crying silently, and Seta is looking afraid like she'll be next. Edicina and Tusslin are just watching with no expressions, and Satelanan is watching but frowning in disapproval, and Matt's like, what the fuck is going on?
And so are we.
Yeah, and
It's what
also,
is
like,
happening?
Matt, not that this shouldn't be stopped, but at the same time,
Yeah.
mind your business.
Really?
Mind
Interesting.
your fucking business.
Really? I'm surprised you took that stance.
Number one, mind your business. Or, if you have to get involved, number two, ask fucking questions.
Right, okay.
What are you doing?
Okay.
What the fuck is happening? What has she done? Why are you doing this? Words, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't just grab the person who's slapping somebody and then start beating the shit out of their butt.
We'll give them a little taste of our
No,
medicine here.
absolutely no. This is done for me. Like, I'm so done.
You don't like the lack of communication?
Not just that.
Okay.
But this is what I was talking about
Yeah.
at the top of the episode. When you shout at somebody
Yeah.
to stop shouting, that's super counterproductive. And if you're going to hit somebody because they were just hitting somebody, that's awful.
Okay.
That's so stupid.
Okay.
To me, there's literally no difference to beating the shit out of Jolene's ass to what Jolene was doing to Bethaman.
Yeah, it's kind of the same. But
It's exactly the same.
Yeah.
So, like, why is it acceptable because a man is punishing a woman by smacking her butt?
well, no, it's like the whole, bad thing is happening to a bad person. Jolene being the bad person here.
Jolene's not a bad person here.
Well, she's holding the Suldam in air and
But we
beating
don't
the
know
crap out of
why.
him.
But we don't know why. Maybe she did something to fucking deserve that.
Maybe.
We have no idea what's actually going on, and it annoys the shit out of me. Like,
Yeah.
this is really, really riles me up.
Yeah.
This, like, it's not okay for Jolene to be slapping somebody else, but it's totally okay and justified for Matt.
Well, I don't think anyone here is saying that it's justified what Matt's
Matt
doing.
certainly thinks it's justified, and it's
But
written.
we're in Matt's head,
It's
though.
written
Yeah.
so that it feels as though Matt is justified in doing this. Nobody says boo to Matt, and
Yeah.
it's like, hey, maybe stop hitting her.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
This is just allowed.
Well, nobody's saying to Jolene to stop hitting the
No,
Suldam either.
probably because they're fine with it. I just don't understand why everybody's fine with Matt just, like, punishing Jolene.
Who's fine with it, though? I don't
Everyone's
understand.
standing around here. No one tells Matt to stop.
But
nobody-
nobody tells Jolene to stop either.
No, I know that. But clearly they're all standing around okay with what Jolene is doing for a reason. There's a reason Jolene is doing what she's doing. It's probably to try to make them channel, right? Was that the idea?
Well, yeah, okay. So here's the thing, though, because I'm a little bit confused, though, because you're saying that everyone's fine with what Jolene's doing, and then they're fine with what's Matt doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're doing the same thing.
No, I know, but Matt pulls Jolene off of what she's doing, and if they're fine and understanding, like, what Jolene is doing, why wouldn't they be like, hey, Matt, fucking stop?
So maybe they're not fine with it.
Okay,
But they're minding their business.
okay, all of it, just, I hate it.
Yeah.
How about that?
That's fair, too. It's a very weird situation, and none of it's good.
And nobody's gonna pull Matt off of Jolene and then start punching him in the face.
Would they if they could, though?
Yeah?
They can't. He has a medallion. None of them are physically strong enough to do that.
Oh, Satelanan absolutely could put Matt's arms behind his back and someone else could punch his face.
Okay, I'll agree to disagree there.
I don't know.
I'm just saying, like...
There's a lot of them in there, and if they wanted to hit him, they could.
If they coordinated their
what
attacks.
you're saying, it makes it all the fucking worse. It makes it so much worse that you're saying they're not physically strong enough to hurt him.
I'm saying that
but we're all
would
just
they,
okay?
if they could, like, if they could, would they? Probably, because they're Aes Sedai. They probably would try to wrap him up with air and make him sit until
I
they
know.
could beat him too.
And many times, actually, people are going to come at me for this. Many times, there is lots of channeling trying to get Matt to stop. But I thought that was coming from Jolene.
Yeah,
and
nobody
else.
We don't know who it's necessarily coming from
That's
right
fair.
now.
I will
'cause
back
we're in
up.
Matt's head.
I'll back up for a second and say, hopefully, maybe the others were also trying to stop Matt with the power, and it didn't work. I'll back that up.
Would that be better that they try to stop Matt, but they haven't tried to stop Jolene, though?
No.
Would that be the same or worse or better? Like, how does that factor in, too?
Better.
Okay. All right. We got to see how it plays out.
And the fact that it's Jolene hitting Bethaman, who had actually never been...
Yeah. Does that make it better or worse, too? Like, that's the whole thing, is we are working on one chapter of information here, and it's very complicated.
Okay. let's rewind because I need Matt to come in and say, whoa, what the fuck is happening here?
Right.
Instead of resorting to grabbing her and spanking the shit out of her.
Yeah, unfortunately that doesn't happen.
Because that's what I'm riled about. And I might have said a bunch of things that aren't even actually true, but I really, really, really can't stand it.
You know what? But that's good because we get like the visceral reaction from the chapter.
I hate it.
And then maybe we can come back to it and talk through it.
That's not good. It's not good that I'm like, oh, I hate this writing. That's not good for this.
Do you hate the writing or do you hate what's happening?
I hate the writing and I hate what's happening.
Okay, you hate both then.
Yes.
Well, maybe we can digest it and come back to it in another chapter or two. Or 3 or 4 or 5. We'll see.
Yeah, well, for sure. Like, spanking is not over, so you'll get this from me again.
Yeah, I was going to say, it seems like there might be some repercussions at some level.
Right. Okay, let's regroup. Where are we?
Okay.
So what actually happens here is when Matt comes in, he starts to say to Jolene, what are you doing? But before he can finish, she smacks him in the face.
Yeah.
And then so he retaliates by
dropping her down
on the bed, across his lap, and spanking her as hard as he can for like a long time.
Yes.
And then his medallion goes cold and there's gas from the other sisters when nothing happens. And he keeps going, and Jolene is struggling and kicking and cursing. And Satalanan tries to push past the Aes Sedai, but Teslin gestures for her to stay where she is. And everyone just kind of waits for Matt to finish.
Yeah, and then finally he stops.
Right. And so I understand Matt doesn't like being slapped in the face. Sure.
Yeah.
But the response isn't also
I mean, everything done in retaliation, we can say is like, generally it's all going to be bad.
He could have like caught her wrist and then said again, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of different ways this could have gone, and I don't like the way it went.
Yeah, I will just kind of counter
It just doesn't do anything for the plot or the story other than this is Matt asserting his stupid dominance.
Let me say this, though, because it is kind of exactly what Aes Sedai do to other people is now being done to them. So an Aes Sedai, if they want to punish you, will have no problem if she needs to wrap you up in there switch you, beat the crap out of you, doesn't matter, because she's in a like physically able to overpower you.
Yeah.
And then it's like just another one of those like reversals where Matt, who weaves don't work on him, and we get Mistress Anan saying, hey, you guys must have tried to do something to stop him, but it didn't work. So it's kind of clear from the gasps and the, oh my goodness, that Satalanan's probably accurate that the Aes Sedai tried to stop Matt from doing it, but again, the weaves failed.
Yeah.
So now Matt is in the physical position of power, which is just a reversal of the Aes Sedai, doing exactly what Aes Sedai do to punish people, which is smack their butts.
Yeah. I know.
Like, that happens in Tower every day.
Is it just triggers me.
I get it.
I hate it so much.
Yeah, it's not great.
I hate it when the Aes Sedai do it, and I hate it when Matt does it, and I hate it when everybody does it, and so it annoys me.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
That's all.
Yeah, I understand the annoyance. Yeah, I get it.
Okay, but you alluded to the fact here that this is where Satalanan is going to say, chances are he has a terangrial that can disrupt the flow of power. I've heard of such things. For example, I've heard that Cadswain supposedly had one, so I've heard.
Yeah.
I've never seen one, and I'd like to see it. Can I see it? I won't touch it. I won't do anything. Just let me see.
And it's like, whoa. Satalanan's got a whole heck of a lot of information.
Yeah, Jolene's like, how do you know who Cadswain is?
On very specific things. Yeah. Like Cadswain, terangrial that can disrupt flows of the... You've never seen one? Yeah. But should you have?
Yeah.
At any point, would you have seen one of these?
Yeah.
But you'd like to see it.
No, listen. I own an inn. Lots of people visit and say stuff.
All sorts of crazy
stuff. And all the Aes Sedai are like,
no, they fucking don't.
No.
Nobody walks in and says anything like that.
Yeah, no Aes Sedai is saying, I heard that Cadswain has...
Yeah.
Like, no way. No. All right. But their conversation is going to get interrupted because the warders show up.
Yes.
Now, you seem disappointed. Do you want to talk more about Satalanan and her weird backstory?
I mean, heck, what do you think? She a cousin of Jane Firstrider, too? I don't know.
Probably. Secret lovers.
Secret lover with Cadswain. Love it. Okay, makes sense. Perfect. We figured it out.
Yeah, so my theory still holds where she was probably at the tower at some point.
Okay.
I don't know. What else is there?
I don't know.
It's probably that.
It's your theory. Like, you work on that however you want to.
It might be something crazier, and I'll be here for it.
Cool.
I'm here for the crazier the better with Satalanan.
Yeah.
You tell me something, And then someone else tells me something crazier, I'm saying that one. Crazier.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
That's what I want. That's what I want.
Holy moly. All right. The warders, they're showing up because Jolene clearly is being...
Oh, yeah.
She's been punished.
Yeah, but Jolene slams the door in their faces, locks it, starts berating Matt. Matt cuts her off and is like, listen, no one even thanked me properly. You'd all be Damani right now if it weren't for me.
And I mean, Matt has trauma of not being thanked for saving people from situations.
I know that.
So...
I know.
Maybe there's a little bit of that leaking through.
I know. Probably.
He does tend to save channelers
I know.
from situations.
So the reason he's most upset is that they're all willingly putting everyone at risk by channeling.
Oh, that's true too. Yeah.
So now Matt is going to say, so what the heck is going on here?
Yeah, now we can talk.
And nobody is talking. So finally, Satelanan, of all people, is the one who says, well, listen, there's an argument because Jolene wanted to go see the Shanjin for herself, and she wouldn't be talked out of it, so Bethamin decided to discipline her with Seta's help, trying to spank her.
Yeah.
Like, this is everybody's
So the Suldam are
reaction to
going
everything.
to
I just
punish
hate
Jolene.
it.
Also, fuck you, Jolene, for being so insistent on seeing the Shanjin, because again, willingly putting everyone in danger.
Okay, now...
And she doesn't even know.
I know. That's the problem, though, is she doesn't know, and she even says out loud, or somebody says at some point, Jolene, you don't even know. And then Jolene says, yeah, well, that's because you never told me the specific details. This is clearly your fault for not explaining to me how dangerous the situation is. And it's like, Jolene, you fucking know how dangerous the situation
You're
is.
the worst.
You fucking know, okay?
Yeah.
I think they should put a collar on her for a day.
Whoa, okay, so here you are in one corner being like, hey, don't spank Jolene for being a complete moron.
I'm so done with spanking.
But then you're like, put a collar on her?
Absolutely.
Okay. Like, willingly? Like, here's
no,
how it
not
goes?
so much willingly.
Like, if she's like, hey, experiment.
Yeah.
I want to feel what it's like to be tasered, like, taser me.
Kind of.
You know, that would be like a willing participant
she also needs to stop putting the entire group at risk because she doesn't quite understand how terrible it is. And even with a collar on for like a day or two, she still wouldn't even feel what it actually is.
For sure, yeah. Because what, is Bethamin and Seta gonna like revert to their actual Damani training?
No.
Like tactics? I feel like
although they'd probably love that.
Maybe.
They'd be like, yup, sure. But no, I don't know. Maybe even just like being cut off from doing any sort of power herself and being like used in a way.
Okay.
Like just so that she gets a sense.
Jolene needs like a little taste of like, yo, this is what's up.
It wouldn't even be the same. Like, that's the other thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't know how to fix this. Like, there is no fixing it. It's complicated, but...
Yeah.
Okay, I take it back. I didn't mean it.
Take what back?
Well, she shouldn't be collared. No one ever should be collared.
Nope, too late. You said it. Therefore...
But she just has no idea. She has no clue of the suffering, and she has zero empathy.
Yeah.
Like, if at any point she was like, oh, man, that must have really freaking sucked for you.
Yeah. She's more like, you're probably exaggerating.
Yeah, she's like, you guys
being dramatic.
So stupid. No.
Okay, so Jolene's the worst.
Jolene's the worst.
Everyone's overreacting to everything.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. And then Satelanan kind of keeps going on with this whole explanation, like, hey, then Bethamin was going to discipline Jolene with Seta's help, and clearly Edicina wrapped them up in air, and then all the Aes Sedai kind of stare at Satelanan, because, like, how do you know who did what? Because you can't see the flows.
Yes, she can.
Oh, well, how?
She can see it.
How?
She's a tiny channeler.
No, well, the bracelet didn't work.
What bracelet?
Satelanan, the Adam. They tried it on her.
Oh, I missed that.
She for sure can't channel.
Mm.
So, like, there's nothing in her for channeling.
Maybe she
but
has.
That's what she's like, hey, I can't channel, but I do use my eyes. And again, it's like a little bit of, okay, maybe, but we do know that
she has a terangrial
that can let her see the flows.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Yeah.
We do know that there's terangrial who, like, non-channelers can use. Yes. So, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I like that.
Something like that.
That's
the
cool.
The crazier, the better.
I like it.
Yep. But yeah, so anyways, Bethamin basically channels. And everybody's like, oh my god, she's channeled now.
She's done the thing where you channel,
she's done the thing where she channels, and now we can't just, like, leave her to die.
Yeah.
Although, some people want to just leave her to die.
That's half the argument, yeah.
That is half
including
the argument.
Bethamin's argument. Bethamin's like, yes, leave me to die.
She's like, I won't do it again. I won't do it again. Don't teach me how to channel. Oh my god, that's the worst thing in the whole world. I hate that so much.
Yeah, so we do get some, like, different... So Teslin says, let her die. We'll keep her shielded. And
Let
then
her
we can
die, let her
die.
die.
Let her shrivel up and die.
Oh, that's so bad. And Bethman's like, yes.
Yeah, that's the Lorax, right?
It is the Lorax.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Asina's opinion is like, hey, no.
No, let's teach her.
Teach her enough so she's not a danger.
Yeah. And then Jolene finally says the only choice is to teach her enough that she'll be safe. But then Teslin keeps, like, screeching that they should just let her die. It's a whole thing.
Kind of like a tough decision of, like, what do we do here?
Yeah, so it goes on for a while. And then Matt's like, never mind. I wish I was never part of this. And just leaves.
Yeah, he does. He bails.
Just bails.
Well, and he's also thinking, like, how do I get these warders to not break my bones? Because I don't want to be involved in this anymore. So the warders are here now waiting for him. But they know something went down. But they don't know that he was specifically involved.
Yeah.
So he plays it off like, whoa.
They're arguing. So
crazy in there, hey?
Yeah. Right. And then the chapter ends with Matt just, like, going back to his wagon and going to sleep.
Yeah. Dice are still bouncing.
On the floor.
That's a thing.
Because it's not his turn with the bed.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's it. We don't even get a conclusion. We don't really get anything.
No.
We get that Bethaman has for sure channeled now.
Yep.
So that's kind of the biggest thing.
There might be repercussions in and around Matt with the whole Aes Sedai thing.
And we can definitively say, I don't like a spanking punishment.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yep.
No matter who's doing it, to whom.
For whatever reason, or why.
Or
how long.
I would rather a lot of other punishments, turns out.
Yeah.
That's what we've come to today.
Like putting a dam on people's necks.
Right. I would like don't say that, because, like, no, actually, no. No, actually,
just
don't do that.
Okay.
Don't. But at the same time, Jolene is annoying.
Smarten up.
She's annoying.
Yeah.
Good thing she's so pretty. Right?
Right. Phew.
All right. Whew. That's a lot.
That's a lot. Now, we are going back to one chapter episodes for a little while now.
Okay, chapter 8.
Chapter 8.
One singular chapter.
Yep, one at a time for a little while.
Okay, and I saw you just released our July schedule in the Discord.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. I'm seeing a lot of people joining our Discord. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We're almost at 1,000.
Nice. Okay.
I think we should have a celebration for 1,000 people in our Discord.
All right.
That sounds fun. That sounds like a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to go read on. I'm going to calm down. I'm going to cool down a little bit. I'm going to listen back to this episode and be like...
See how it feels? Okay.
Whoa, relax. Okay, but before you go and try to mistake a razor for a zebra, I'm going to say that this is part of the pattern now.
Yeah, it's part of the pattern.
Don't you dare. It is not, apparently. Well, that's it for us for now. Thanks so much for listening, everyone. The Wheel Weaves is hosted, edited, and produced by Dani and Brett, with Passion Socks, KoD Feltz, Benjamin, Michelle O'Brien, Jonathan Reese, Jamie Young, Megan Smiley, Jared Berg, Ricky Morissette, Lance Barden, Charlie Haz, Adam, Hannah Green, Marta Thier, Michelle Forbes, MKM, and Antoine Benoit. With music by Audionautics. Be sure to check out our Patreon page if you're interested in supporting us and the podcast. We'd love to send you some Patreon-exclusive merchandise as a thank you, plus you'll gain access to our episodes earlier than everyone else, and at the time of recording, we have over 40 bonus episodes for your listening pleasure. Find all that and more at patreon.com/thewheelweavespodcast. For general information about our show, and information like how to send us shot glasses, how to join our Discord, and how to get in touch with us, visit thewheelweavespodcast.com. And as always, be sure to give us that 5-star review, because it really makes a huge difference in helping other people find us. So, be sure to tell a friend, Riyadh, because referrals really are the best compliment. Thanks again for listening, because this really is part of the pattern now.